السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. الحمد لله رب العالمين، والصلاة والسلام على خاتم النبيين والمرسلين سيدنا ونبينا محمد صلى الله عليه وعلى آله وأصحابه وأزواجه ومن تبعهم بإحسان إلى يوم الدين. Dear respected brothers and sisters in Islam, and with the reminder number 25 of the blessed months of Ramadan. We still with Ayah 104 from Surah Al Imran, Surah number 3 in the Book of Allah, in which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala started that ayah and let you to form a nation that calling everybody to enjoying good, to do the best and to enjoying good and to forbid evil. Enjoying good and forbidding evil, starting with yourself, especially with your parents. Many people, they are so good outdoor with everybody. So decent, so gentle, so delicate. But once goes back home and deal with his parents, especially if they are old, especially if they keep advising him, don't do that and do this. This is better for you. Don't go with that friend, go with the other one. If they are, even if they ask, did you eat, my son? Did you sleep well? You find the answer with a long face, with a very bad attitude, all right, as if they are taking every time they advise him, they are taking one day out of his lifetime, or they take a month, or they take a year. So he's not comfort. And that starts with the age of puberty. They forgot that the kids, the children, boys or girls, they forgot the first 7 years or 8 years that the mother was running day and night like a horse, none rest, to clean up, to breastfeed, to wash clothes, to change clothes, to sit next to you, to put off your fever, to give you medicine, to feed you by her hand, to suffer when you suffer, to laugh when you laugh, to prefer you over her life, over her rest. And the father likewise, but the mother is different, way different. The father didn't carry anything in the belly. The father didn't squeeze his breast to milk, to nurse his children. He's running outdoor like a horse too, facing the good guys, the bad guys, facing every difficulties. He has to put food on the table, and he has to bring medicine if the kid falls sick. And after that, once the boy or the girl reach age of puberty, find himself taller than his father or taller than her mother. So here start to your ego. It's me. I have my character. I have my freedom. I have. I don't need any advice from anyone. I know what's good for me. You don't tell me. You don't give me hard time. And sometimes they run away from the parents. And most of the time, if they keep themselves in, they give the worst attitude to the parents. Or at least, and this is even the worst, to the mother. While Allah said in Surah Al-Baqarah, وَقَضَى رَبُّكَ أَلَّا تَعْبُدُوا إِلَّا إِيَّاهُ وَبِالْوَالِدَيْنِ إِحْسَانًا. Your Lord is ordering you, commanding you, directing you to worship Him alone and to be very, very dutiful to your parents. And Allah proceeded, إما يبلغن عندك الكبر أحدهما أو كلاهما. If either one of them or both of them turn to be old. And you know what old means? Confusion in the balance of the decision, confusion of controlling which word is the best and which word, confusion. Especially if they fall sick beside the age. And no mercy whatsoever from the boys or the girls. Why? Because the boy now is keeping his eyes on a girl he wants to marry. And once he marries, that is his life. And his mother is trimmed out. All his best time to his wife, or his fiancée, or his laughs, or his whispering to his wife or fiancée. And the boy likewise. And the girl likewise. If she got engaged or someone proposed to her and she became his wife, oh, she gave him her heart, and that is good Islamic wise. But they trimmed whatever is higher than that. The command of being very dutiful to the mother. And then here he comes to the father to be dutiful to the father. And the more problem if the father or the mother live in the house of the son or house of the daughter. Daughter want to have the upper hand. And the mother want to feel as she used to feel. And the girl never give her chance. Never compromise for the pleasure of her mom. And her mom used to compromise everything in her life for that girl to be happy. Not only if this is only one girl, what if she has 5, 6, 7 children? She compromises. She compromised for all of them. And none except those who received the mercy from Allah to give 1% or maybe 0.01% from what they got from their mothers. Maybe they don't dare to do that with the father, but once the father become old and they support him for shelter, for food, for everything, it will be likewise. Except if the children receive the mercy from Allah. And they forgot everything the mother done to please her husband or to please his wife. And in the eyes of the son, wife come first, not mother. And in the eyes of the daughter, also husband come first, not the parents who granted you life. And you don't want any advice whatsoever from them because they are an old school and you are new school, right? They have ideas from dark time. Now we are more free. We are advanced people. So you forgot everything. And you lean to the new world. And you forgot that they sacrificed their world for you. And once they died, here some will feel sorry and some will keep thinking, what should I do to my parents now after they died? Why didn't you do it while they were alive? Make sure not to die but a Muslim, and make sure not to let any of your parents die while he has something in his heart against you. Because on the day of Qiyamah, nobody will help you. If your mother complained to Allah, he used to give me a long face. He used to look angry when I advise him with anything. If the mother is overacting, she's still your mother. And you pass what she said in a nice way, with a hug to her or a kiss to her, and then, you my love, my mother, you my world. And then you just to drop what she said. But at least you made her comfort. But not to keep fighting. Some people, I know some people, they don't give a special salam to the mother. They give general salam. Salaam alaikum everybody. And if you ask him to specify a salam to his mother, I did for everybody. And he disliked any argument about this. But with his wife, he's doing all of his life, all of his time to make her happy. To make her happy. And he forgot his mother. All what I want to tell you, if Allah wants us to be a nation that which acting the best and giving the others or calling others to enjoy good and forbid evil, we should start with our parents and ourselves. And once you start with yourself, you should realize what you've done to your parents since you reached the age of puberty, and still chance open because or could be offered because you're still alive, and your mother is still alive or your father is still alive or both. And when they grow up a little bit, none of you children is rathering to have them with him at his home. Oh, they give us hard time to my wife. They give hard time to my husband. They argue too much. They are old and they dirty themselves and we have to clean up. Let them to be alone and they will be alone, and none of you will feel them when they die alone. None of them. While they sacrifice the entire life for you. Don't forget not to die. Remember not to die but a Muslim. And don't let any of your parents die while he is carrying something from you or against you. So what is the solution? Allahumma innaka afuun tuhibbul af. Oh Allah, you are forgiving and you love forgiveness, so forgive me and start clean, start over from scratch with your parents, that is indirectly with yourselves, and correct your manner till you bury them. So at least in the end of their life they leave happy with you, pleased with you, for Allah to be pleased with you likewise. And I hope He won't charge you for the past. Till here I will stop. وصلى الله وسلم وبارك على نبينا محمد وعلى أصحابه وأزواجه وآل بيته والحمد لله رب العالمين. May Allah guide me, guide you, guide all the Muslims. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.